season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Cornhuskers will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Penn State's offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Fritz. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
So Nebraska's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. Now, I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So, no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to...
Oh, there's an alley on the map. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The Huskers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver comes in motion. This is a designed run. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Prince. They go to the wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be his second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes.
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Gives it on the option. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And here comes the punt team. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll try the run. Got enough for the first. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Will they first down? They'll snap it from the 32. Right back to the well. Turning it on to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Thorne. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time in that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The play-action fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, the play is intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Cornhuskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the back. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. The Huskers in the hurry up. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by provide the big hit on first down, second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Got the back over the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Ford. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll immediately call timeout.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires and picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Fritz. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Turns it loose deep. And it's picked off by the defender, but he's out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
No good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, back to the sea of red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might
Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job.
And it's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the recovery. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Ford. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Now, a 4th down.
The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first. They'll try to get him on the fake. Oh, he's got some space.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
Slithers into space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And the Nittany Lions will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And that's where it comes to rest at midfield. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. No good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Gets it out quickly. Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To throw, it's Prince. Right on the money. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The black shirts have applied blackout conditions. There has been no electricity available for this offense.
I mean, just suffocating. They're smothering this offense. They haven't done anything well yet. They can't run it. They can't throw it consistently. This defense is definitely reminiscent of those great Nebraska black shirt defenses of the past.
Now the play fake. Got his man quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Number 7.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You have got to be the more physical unit right now.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Ford. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Touch pass on the line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line.
And that's got to be a big-time break because when you're a punt returner and you got all those guys flying down there and all those hands and all that speed on the field, it's hard to get back on the football. Nice job fumbling it. Not really, obviously, but a nice job recovering it.
That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Finds a little space.
reserve brings it out to 32. And the Nebraska Cornhuskers will take over 1st and 10.
And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on them.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.